One of the major stresses that we find in today's lifestyle is from electromagnetic sources. Things like cell phones, fluorescent lights, Wi-Fi, anything that turns on or plugs in is a potential source of electromagnetic stress. Some things are big stressors and some things not so much. And sometimes they're hard to tell. For instance, your cell phone or your portable phone is probably a very big stress, particularly because you put it close up to your head. But even in this room, the fluorescent lights are a stress, and we'll show you that in just a second. In order to figure out which sources are the worst, I actually purchased something called a tri-field meter, and you can measure electromagnetic fields with this. This one, I'm going to bring this over here near the computer, and you can see that goes, as soon as I get right near the computer, it goes way off to the end. And I'm going to take my phone and just put it up here, and you can see my phone is constantly sending and receiving. So if you carry this phone on you, if you have it in your pocket, or you're using it right next to your head, the potential for creating distortion in your cells becomes great, because your cells are actually made up of little atoms and molecules. They have pluses and minuses. And if you take that electromagnetic field and you get it very close to a cell, and the stronger the source of the electromagnetic field and the closer it is, the more opportunity you have to distort the way that the activity in the cell is disrupted. From a practical point of view, what we like to do is take a source like my cell phone. I'm just going to turn the light on, and I'm going to take my subject here, and I'm going to have her hold nice and strong, and we're going to see how our nervous system responds to the phone here. When I just put it close to her, hold really strong, nice and strong, 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 strong. Okay, so let's, just for fun, we're going to start out here and see at what point she starts to get, right about there, she gets a little weak. So if I go back a little bit, her nervous system is less affected by this. So the closer it is and the stronger the field, the more it disrupts. Things like cell phones, fluorescent lights, anything with a motor, a hairdryer, a ceiling fan. The worst thing in our office here are actually the pumps in the aquarium. The one thing you want to keep in mind is that distance is your friend. So particularly when you're not using your cell phone or an appliance, that if it's far away from you, it's better. You don't want to sleep with your phone charging right next to your head on the bedside table. If I charge my phone, it's across the room or in the bathroom or someplace like that. Don't sleep with the ceiling fan on unless it's 20 feet away, if you have ceilings that high in your bedroom. Now, one of the things you can do to protect yourself, just very briefly, is to use something called a multipolar magnet. So when we have our weakness here, if we just take out a multipolar magnet, this little magnet has cells in it, north and south. Now most magnets are north on one side and south on the other side, but this has north, south, north, south, north, south. So it's north and south on both sides. That's why it's special. And so if we just take that magnet, I'm going to have you hold that on your body right there, and hold nice and strong, and then we bring the phone in, strong as can be. Let's put that down. We'll do it one more time, just make sure. Hold nice and strong. Just put that right on you. Hold nice and strong. So that makes a big difference, doesn't it? There are other things that one can do to make a difference. There are chips that can be placed on your phone or your iPad that help reduce the radiation that comes out of it. And then there are devices such as a total shield, and the total shield that we have in the office here will actually put out what's called a Schumann frequency, which is the same wavelength as the magnetic field of the Earth, and it tends to calm down things that are coming through from the outside. It's actually a closed Tesla coil. And so if you have one of those in your home or your office, that can be very beneficial to people who are sensitive.